And I said, that tells it all. How am I doing on this final truth? Having no other choice, I too will choose the path and invoke the true and lost covenant. I will test the path a time before I get to book 5. There, perhaps I can tell you what I have learned. Before this book is finished, there is a need to answer some questions which come to each person's mind when they read this last chapter. One question goes something like this. Do I have to give up everything I have and seek out? Do I have to give up everything and just stand there and say, I want out, I want out? The answer is no. They say that, now remember, this is me talking. They are the ones that gave us this. They say that the focus of your life is to change. Change your focus. It's not about your child's grades, not the football score, not the next car, none of those. Are you working toward dominion in your marriage, your job, your relations with people? Change your focus. Keep your money, your car, your job, your house, but change what it is that you think about, what you dwell on. Dwell on out. The rest will come. You will begin to move in the right direction. All the rest will be taken care of. What'd they say? No, you don't have to give everything up. What do you have to do? Change your focus. What do you mean? Stop focusing on your kids' grades, football game, next car, or what's going on at the office, next party. Focus on out. Focus on this is a lot more important than that, getting out. Focus on that. And if you focus on that, everything else will be taken care of. What do you have to change? I don't know. What are you going to change when you're focused on out? Your retirement? Understand? The nice house you're going to have when you retire? I mean, it gets to the point where that isn't exactly a big focus, folks. You're not going to be here that long. So you change your focus. As soon as you change your focus from the material to the, I want to get out, it changes everything. But, those things take care of themselves. All those things will come as a matter of course. Another question, and this is what they're saying, another question that many don't ask because they hope that the answer isn't here is, can I just accept Christ as my Savior just before I die and get out? They don't ask that because they don't want you to, they don't want an answer because the answer might be no. And that's their, hope. That they that gave this information said that's loophole thinking. And they say, well, what do you think? And they said the object is to determine who it is that loves dominion or the tickle so much that they want to stay. The key is that they want to stay. They don't want to be one of Father's children. They don't want to be part of anything. They want to be God's. They want to be tickled. Not share joy, rather gather and hold the joy to self. Keep, covet, own, have, control, self, me, mine, I, alone. Alone. Alone? Do you get it? Out there we tickle each other and the joy is shared. The love is spread all over the place. It is us. We are. Spread. Join. Pass on. Give. 2 different paths. 2 different ways. Out there isn't good for selves. I mean, if they're out there, share, pass on. How would you do with, let me hold on, cling, I want, give me, I want to be God. It doesn't work out there. They want to stay here forever, collecting and piling up. They want to be out there. You can't trick your way out, only to find that you're miserably stuck in a place wishing you get back to where you were. You have to want to get out. You have to hate this pigsty. And after that decision, you will begin to think and live accordingly. No one expects those who couldn't even get it with karma to become saints. But you had better let someone know by your actions that you want out. Wave your hands, jump up and down, speak it. Let somebody know. Let them know. What are they saying? Nobody expects you to be a saint. I mean, you went through karma and you didn't pass. You're here, unless you're a teacher. You pick this thing every time. How in the world are they going to know? Jump up and down, wave your hands. Let somebody know, not physically somebody, put your focus on getting out, if that's what you want to get out. Now that you understand how things really are, this pigsty that they see, now you understand that, let somebody know. Pray. Do something. Choose love. Quit piling up. Quit grabbing and grasping. Quit worrying about retirement. Quit, you understand? And they say one other thing. Isn't the next cycle soon to come? Say 660 some odd years? What is the next thing prophesied to come after Christ and his teaching of faith? Again, since Christ came 500 years before the last cycle, shouldn't we soon see the next attempt to show us the new way, the next cycle? 700 and some or 660 years, shouldn't we be seeing some of the next cycle starting to show up a little bit? They say more of this in Book 5. Then I went on and I said this thing that we were talking about before. By the way, their view of scum, a word first used by them and later perhaps regretted, was used to mean something a little more like residue. They wanted to get across this idea. When the teachings began, the cream of the milk came screaming out of this trap free and safe. They understood it. They came out real quick. Then came karma, and the rest was process, removing all the milk. Now we have the residue, and even that will be gleaned for any soul who might not want to spend eternity here. They didn't have to. They could have just turned away with what they had. They didn't have to deal further with the fallen one. They chose to. And as a side note, they say, they tell me that we will greatly regret the loss of even one of these souls to this place when we see again the love. When we get where we're going, we're going to be really sorry we lost anyone. Did we make a mistake? Did we leave one? Did we leave one here that we shouldn't have? Boy. When we get back to Father and the love and the understanding and become a soul again in our awareness, we're going to be really sorry we lost even one. And so I went on. I kept the word scum to always remind me that those of us who are left don't have the cream in the milk. There is no one left to show us the other side, the sane side of this mess. I needed to know that those left here on earth are truly insane in their views. The majority is right, but the majority isn't here. What is left is neither right nor sane. Scum helps me see that truth. That finishes Book 3, and next we'll be moving to Book 4. They said in Book 4 that they will move from the theoretical aspects of this information into practical application. So you're going to see practical application next.